Hi guys, my name is Matt, and I'd like to welcome you to my video in which I will be showing you guys how to power level skinning from 1 to 300 in Vanilla World of Warcraft. This is being shot in Battle for Azeroth, so we're about a month and a half until Shadowlands drops if anything changes. Sorry about the changes, but this should give you a pretty good idea of how fast this can be done. And there's a second part to this video, guys, and this is also how much gold can be made from this grind. So you'll see I just dropped my skinning and picked it back up, and we're going to go to skinning skills and 1 to 300. Now where I am, guys, is I'm in the Swamp of Sorrows. The closest flight path is Marshtide Watch for the Alliance or Stonard from the Horde. Then you're going to fly down into the Temple of Atal Hakar, also known as the Sunken Temple. Sunken Temple, we are going to do a full 10 circles of the Sunken Temple. And the reason for that is that it's going to take us about 9 runs of the inner circle in order to get our skinning to hit 300. But we're going to run a full 10 because you guys will see you can make a lot of gold in a very short amount of time. And this is actually a good gold farm for max level players. So one little additive thing I want to show you guys is that every time you come out here, if you see mobs, I want you to kill them because a rare can spawn right out here in one of these 4 mob spots. So killing that mob, hopefully you'll get the rare to spawn. You want to use any speed increases that you have. I'm using my speed increasing pet, which is my Silithid. I've also got, for me as a hunter, I've got Trailblazer and Post Haste. You want to use any speed increasing things that you can. And if you have a food that increases speed, such as Bear Tartar, I know there's a new food coming out in Shadowlands. I don't know the name of it yet, guys. But eat your Bear Tartar right now if that's what you have. That'll give you a boost every time a mob is killed. And last, you want to use some Dark Moon Firewater. Believe me, this minor cost is going to get recouped very easily. So let's get in the dungeon. And so what we're going to do is we're going to run this 10 times as fast as we can. You'll see that the middle of the dungeon is a big circle. We're not going to do the bosses. We're only doing the circle. Okay, and you want to do this in 2 pulls with body pulling. The reason you want to do it in 2 pulls is because if you pull it all at once, some of the mobs might despawn before you can skin them. So we're going to go ahead and hit start, and we're just going to go ahead and get going here. And we're literally just going to face pull half the dungeon on one side and then face pull half the dungeon on the other. You only have to aggro 1 mob for each group to get the whole group to come. And you guys will see there is a metric ton of mobs in this dungeon. So again, just run through that. None of these mobs can hurt you. There's not really any incredible crowd control effect or anything like that that you need to watch out for. Okay. All right. So we're going to pull around all the way up into this little part right here, and then we're going to start killing. You can kill these 2 boss mobs back here if you want, but it's only 2 more skinnable mobs. So you can also go around the corner if you want to make them all chase you into the corner to get everybody at once in one shot. But all right here, guys, and we're going to kill everything that we can. Okay, and we're going to loot, and we're just going to start an absolute festival of skinning here. So the game can get a little confused with all this loot, but make sure you have your Firewater with you. It's worth the 100 gold or whatever it will cost you to do it. Now, what I want you guys to see is at first we're just going to get scraps and we're going to get light leather. So this is a little bit different than all other professions, because all other professions, like if this was silk that it dropped or rune cloth that it dropped or whatever, guys, you'd get that from that mob. But in the skinning in here, you're going to start with light leather and it's going to work your way all the way up to the heaviest leathers, all from the same mobs. It's kind of cool. Now, depending on your server's economy, I prefer no BS gold guides. I can't stand gold guides that make all kinds of ridiculous claims, and you can't really see what anybody would be talking about to be able to do that. So they're right here, so I'm just going to grab these 2. And so what you're going to be doing is just knocking this out times 10, and then I'm going to live Hearth to Stormwind and post everything right in front of you guys so you can see what it really posts on. Now, I'm on a tiny server, Moknathal, so I don't have a large population like somewhere like Proudmoore or Tichondrius that I can rely on in order to get all of these sales, with high prices, so I just do the best I can on my small server, and still no problem whatsoever in order to get everything to sell usually within 24 hours, guys. So you might be able to pull this one time without it all despawning, but I'm not sure. So I've always pulled it in 2 pulls just because I didn't want to risk all of the running out of mobs and having them despawn before I'd skinned them all. So there's a lot of talking and explaining that first run. The rest of these runs should probably go even quicker. Remember, you can only do 10 runs an hour anyway, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do 10 runs live. Now, if you guys would just want to go to the end of the video and see what I made from it and see how long it took, you can. Now, you see my skinning went to 51, guys. Okay, we're going to hop out of the dungeon, and we're going to do a reset. Reset all dungeons. Yep. Okay, just the normal mob. And we're back in. Okay, next run. We're at 3 minutes and 31 seconds in, guys. What do you guys think? Should we try to pull the whole thing? Might get a little froggy on us if we do. Let's try it once, see if it makes it any faster, huh? Oops. If they do that, I won't be able to pull these bosses up there likely, but that doesn't matter. It's only 2 skinnable mobs. I think we got all those guys. Yep, they're all coming. Let's try it all at once and see if we get a despawn, guys. If we do, we'll know for next time. We got quite the train going here, don't we? Get one of these guys aggroed. Come on, buddy. Okay, hit these guys and over to the last group. Alright, so we pulled the whole instance. See if it turns out if that was a good idea or not, guys. We've always done it in 2 pulls before, like I said. Okay, here we go. I think we got everybody. Okay. Like I said, just kind of back up. If you just lag when you're trying to loot, the game can get confused with so many mobs, how much loot to give you. Huh, looks like it is going to be faster to do it all in one. I don't think it'll despawn, especially if you're using firewater to loot stuff super quick. Okay. We're in business here, guys. So you guys can see how incredibly quick this is. Now, if you guys look at the type of leather, that first run I was getting scraps and light. Now I'm getting light hides, medium, and medium hides that quick. And we're only up to 80. And now if you guys are interested in this kind of content, I am going to make one of these for every expansion. So I'm going to show you guys in every expansion how to get your skinning up as quick as possible with the most gold. So I hope that kind of content is popular. I'm trying to make videos and like think of videos that I think would be useful to people. I'm not going to do mining because it's such a bear to get leveled up. And herbs is super straightforward. It's just go pick 300 herbs in vanilla. But skinning I like because people don't always think of skinning as this incredible gold profession, but it's amazing. If you just skin consistently from the start of the expansion all the way through the end and sell everything, you're going to have 0 gold problems. Okay, reset. Run number 3 starting right now, guys. Now we know we can pull the whole shebang together. Let's go this way just for fun. We'll go around the circle the other way. Come on, buddy. Take a run with me. There we go. That way you guys can get a view of which way you think is better. Probably pretty much the same both ways. Trick is just to find something to hide behind in order to get all the mobs to group up easier and faster, you know? Because there's a lot of casters in here, as you guys can see. Now, What starts to happen once you guys get to the higher levels of skinning after 4 runs is that you guys are also going to start to get dragon scales. So you can start to make some serious money from this leather. People that haven't done this might not think it's anything that is a big deal. It really does come to a significant amount of gold very quickly. I'm just going to hug the corner here, guys, till I get everybody over here, or as close to everybody as I think I can. I think we got everybody now. We get everybody? We did. Okay. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done it so close to the wall. I might have a hard time reaching all the mobs to skin, but let's see how we did. Something to watch out for there, guys. I might have made a mistake that you can learn from. Okay, so I'm still getting some light leather you guys see here. Light hides, medium leathers. And I'll tell you guys, okay, there's the first green dragon scale. So depending on your server economy and all that kind of stuff, all of a sudden you just do really good with dragon scales sometimes. You can get white ones and green ones in here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pull away from the wall a little bit next time because I might have lost a mob or two there in the wall. Okay, we're at 140 already. Make it to 150 maybe in the third run. A little bit less than that, I think. Yep, that was it. So we came to 147 here in the third run because we're not grabbing those 2 boss mobs anymore. Back out. And that was quicker going around that way. Probably just psychologically more than anything. Okay. Reset. Run number 4. Okay, here we go. Okay, good. Now, there's some classes that have things that they can pull with that don't do damage. I think shamans and druids have a way to pull without doing damage. Like, I think shamans with purge can do it, and they can get these mobs from far. Or even with, I think, wind shear from shamans can pull, and it's not going to do any damage, so they kind of have an advantage there. And I think druids used to, or maybe still do, have one called soothe, but I don't remember if it was like humanoids and beast, or what mob types that all worked on, because I know it was just on some certain types. Okay. All right. This time we're going to pull around the corner a little bit more so we don't get ourselves in trouble. Come on, guys. See all my casters over here. Okay. Okay, we're still on medium leather at 150, guys. Heavy hides coming in now. Heavy leather coming in at 150. Okay. You guys will see why I'm talking about this. You guys are going to get a huge variety of leathers. All the vanilla leathers you'll get in one kind. In one instance, I should say. Obviously not the specialty leathers like Black Dragon Sails or Warbear leathers, but... Now, what you'll have to ask yourself, because I've done this before, 1 to 300, and on other characters, and it came to a little bit more than 4,000 gold for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes work. Now, that is with us going from the lower level leathers all the way up, guys, but I've never done this all 10 runs in a row with the higher level leathers because I think that would make even more gold. So we're at 195 after 4 runs. Reset. Okay. But anyway, this is a tremendous little gold farm. In about 25 minutes, to be able to make 4,000 or 5,000 gold, sometimes more, depending on if you get some nice drops, I think is pretty cool. There's obviously ways to make a lot more money like Skyreach or other types of things, but this is certainly not bad for a change, especially to be able to use your profession. Nice thing also is if you need to do something like maybe you're level 80 that needs money for his faster mount speed and you're not a max level yet, so you can't do the things like some people are doing some things in BFA instances where they can do skinning in them once they're a higher eye level, but if you're a lower level and you need gold, this can be done anywhere from probably level 70 on up, no problem. I say level 70 now, but this is pre-Shadowlands, of course. Depending on when this video actually drops. I have about 20 videos in queue right now that I have not even put up to edit, so. Okay, let's try to hide out over here. That seemed to be a good spot this last time. Wait till we get all the casters around the corner. Okay, pull out from the wall a little bit. Okay, still got some wall that time. Yeah, I lost a couple in the wall again. Kind of a noob like that, you guys will see. Okay, we're already on thick leather now, coming up on 200. You guys can see 122 light, 73 medium, 59 heavy. We're going to see what all this goes for on the auction house when we shoot back. These little runs can net a lot of gold and some unique items that can be worth a lot too. I have another video on this channel that I just released last week where I just go run molten core with mining and skinning for gold and do really good. 4,000 some gold in 18 minutes work, plus chance to get parts for Thunder Fury and Sulfuris. So if you don't have those already for the transmogs, it's pretty neat. I think that was it. It was either 4 or 5. It'll cap us when we're done. I think that was the end of 5. So we're halfway done, guys, in 14. But it will lock us out when we are done, so. And you see, you just got to kind of zigzag over one mob each group, and the whole shebang comes. Okay. And I don't know how gold farming is going to change in Shadowlands, guys. It'll be quite new to me. I did not get lucky enough to get on the beta, even though I did opt in for it. Blizz. And so that was disappointing, especially with all the videos that I have up. But what can you do? You're kind of at the mercy of who gets picked for betas, so try to get off the wall a little bit. Just want to get the casters to come around the corner. Alright guys, we'll come back out here and hang out with you here then. Now in Shadowlands, if certain abilities are capped at 5 mobs per ability, a little bit worried about what that does to old content farming, but I heard Stomp for BM anyway was one of the abilities that was not nerfed to that. I don't know if that's true or not, but if that's true, I'll just be stomping the yard. We're at 256 already on our 6th run. Looks like it's going to take us 7 runs to get to 300, guys. Remember, 300 alone is not the goal. You're here, you made the journey, you got your skinning cap. That means you're going to get all the heaviest leathers after you hit 300. So stay and do all 10 runs and then sell everything on the auction house and profit. We got them all? Pretty much. 291 in 6 runs, so it's going to take us 7 runs to get to 300, guys. You guys see I'm getting all thick and rugged leather right now. Okay, that was 6. We'll reset for 7. suppose I could run over there and loot that mob, but I'm a lazy. I'm gonna stick to like looting whatever this was, 50 mobs at a time instead. Kind of doing a little zigzag or a shutter step on mobs, even lower level mobs, seems to pick them up pretty easy. Come on, guys. We're going to get to 300 on this pole. Come with me now. Here we go. I wonder if this thing's an actual barrier. I think I saw one run right through it. Let me see if the casters... No, the casters can still get me through there. So they didn't believe that was real. Come on, buddy. You're trailing. You're trailing the group with the slowpoke style. Oof. I'm a noob for the wall, guys. Okay. Okay, that was 300 guys in 1910, so under 20 minutes to get from 1 to 300. It's all thick and rugged leather now, and I'm assuming, yep, green dragon scales as well. So we're going to stay, do the 3 more runs, and we're going to see what kind of buckaroos we can really pull away with here. Okay, 7 runs done in under 20. Pretty impressed with that. That's pretty good. Now, if you are a monk, a druid, or a demon hunter, that will be slow for you. You'll be able to do this much faster than my little old hunter here. Who poorly disengages into walls. Because I'm still a noob 15 years later, guys. Hey, no fair, Mr. Casters. Okay. I don't think anything the other stuff I'm going to get out here is really going to be anything that's like, you know, crazy good for money. So I'm not going to really worry about the greens and stuff. I'm not going to count those in because transmog and lower level stuff is so weird. Sometimes it sells, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it sells for ridiculous amounts. Sometimes it sells for nothing. Sometimes it's better to disenchant it and sell the mats, and sometimes it's just better for the gold. So I don't include any of that kind of stuff in gold guides. It's just straight up, what do you make from the mats? As told by Matt. I think this is run number 8, so we're almost done, guys. And you guys can see we have a metric ton of leather at this point. Gonna clean up at ye old auction house, guys. Okay, back out 2 more, and then we're hearthing to Stormwind. We're gonna get this whole shebang done in under 30. Watch, guys. Then if you wanted to go right on and do something else for a half hour and then go in and do your BC one. Okay. 2 runs to roll. And then we're in the money, folks. I'm a bad puller. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Let's go. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Taking bets before I get to the auction house. Mental notes, guys. Let me know how much you think this is all going to come out to. Take a wild guess before we get there. See how close you can get. I'm going to guess 4K. See how well we really do. I don't know. We're going to find out. I hide. I'm hiding. A little bit better that time with the positioning, I hope. Okay, 1 more to go, I think. I'm terrible at counting, so very well might be that I'm done already, but we'll see. If not, last one, best one, guys. No rare this time. Sorry, I didn't get to show you guys that. Okay, 10 for 10. Let's see how we do. Come on. It's the last one. He took a swing at me with his pitchfork. I guess his spear, you'd call it? Yes, okay. All right, guys. It's the last party. It's been fun, kids, but we've got to move on. All right. We've got a lot of leather, guys. It's going to be good. I got a feeling. Now, if you get to BFA with your skinning, of course, Shadowlands drops. It's not like hundreds of K gold like you used to be able to make at the beginning of BFA, but you can still make about 10 to 12K an hour in the Lightning Wolves in Vale. Between that and the calcified bones and the meat and everything else, you will make some serious buckaroos if you want to go on a farming frenzy before the old Shadowlands drops. I can't take credit for that, though, if you guys want to see. I'll probably do the video for that, too, but credit for that one, I think, goes to Want to Buy Gold, who found that spot. And I just followed it. All right. Okay, guys, that was only 27 minutes. We are going to use our Hearthstone. We set this because we are planners. We set this for Stormwind. And we're going to see how we did. Okay. So you guys will see I sent all of my gold to my bank alt before I started this. So I've only got, I think, 100 gold on Matt. And so should give us a pretty accurate depiction of what everything is going to go for. Now, I'll probably mess it up. And there you go, sell my trash. Only 42 gold for the trash. Okay. Should give us enough to do our auctions anyway. So let's hop over here to the auction house and see how we do. Okay, that one's closed. That one's closed. And I don't think we have anything in this one that's sellable. These healing pots and stuff, none of this stuff really counts. We're going to set everything to 48 hours. And we won't count any of this stuff. We're just looking where it's at. Okay, so this is the money shot. All right, we'll start off with the, where's the light leather? 366, okay. Medium leather, 173. Ooh, we might come in on the low side, guys. Heavy leather, 337, okay. We got hides, nothing really for the hides, guys. Nothing too big. Let's see. Dragon scale, 742. So we're at about 1,500 gold now. Okay, about 1,600. Okay, now we got thick and rugged leather. Okay, another 500 gold. So we're at about 2,100 gold. That's 1,000. There's 3,000 gold. 3,050. So you guys will see I was wrong. We only came to a little bit over 3,000 gold, but for 29 minutes worth of work, not a bad way to go. And, you know, you can sell all this other stuff off, but we're not counting any of these totals because who knows if transmog stuff sells anymore. It's such a goofy thing. But I will say to you guys that now you have your profession leveled. You've got skinning at 300, and it's done for vanilla, and you guys can head out and start BC. That'll be the next guide after this. I'll put it in suggested. And I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to help as many players as I can before Shadowlands drops. And hopefully the guides are still relevant after Shadowlands releases. If you guys enjoyed spending the time with me, please hit the little bell icon if you subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. This has been Matt with Light in the Darkness, signing out.